In this question, we are going to look at investments, applications of linear systems to investments. Suppose you've got $51,000 and you want to invest it in two different accounts. You've got a bond fund and a savings account. Now, the bond fund is 6% annual interest, but it is more risky, even though it gives you more money. And the savings account is 2.5% annual interest, which is not as risky. If we know that James earned $211.50 in interest for the year, how much did he invest in each account? As you remember, anytime you are trying to figure out what is X and what is Y, look at the question. The question says, how much did he invest in each account? Now, anytime you see how much as opposed to how many, which is translated as number, if it says how much, we translate it as amount. So if it says how much did he invest in each account, that means that X would be the amount he invested in the bond fund and Y would be the amount invested in the savings account. And that would be this option right here. Okay, now the second equation is actually easy to set up because it says the total investment into both funds is $51,000. Anytime you hear the word total, that is the same thing as a sum. We are adding X plus Y and we are getting 51,000. For the second question, that one is different. It says that the bond fund earns 6% interest. I am not sure you know how to find 6% of a number. We want to find 6% of X. How do you do that? What you need to understand is that you cannot just multiply 6% by X. In other words, it's not just going to be 6X. It is a mistake. Like if I were to type this, which a lot of people will probably mess up and do that, that is not correct. Because to find 6% of a value, you're actually not multiplying by 6. Let me show you that. If I type in Desmos 6% of, let's say, $100, that is 6. How did it find it? Did it just multiply 6 by 100? Nope, it's not, because if you did that, that would be 600, not 6. How does Desmos compute 6% of 100? What it did is it first took 6, divided it by 100, because from the word percent, cent is like 1 out of 100. You have to divide by 100, which is going to give you 0.06, and then you multiply that by your amount, well, by 100 or whatever it is your amount is going to be. This is not going to be 6. It's going to be 0.06 of X. And then similarly, it is 2.5% of Y. Well, what is 2.5%? It is not 2.5. You have to take 2.5 and divide it by 100 first. That'll give you 0.025. Okay, very important, especially if you're not clear how to convert a decimal to a percent. You are taking the decimal point and moving it to the left. But if you're not clear about that, just take whatever percent is and divide it by 100 and then stick X next to that. Okay.